Hey guys, the time has come. I'm leaving Japan. But let me explain. And we've got a lot to get through in this video. If you have been following my journey since I came to Japan, you'll know that I've been creating this sketchbook and filling it up with all of my memories and experiences of my time in Japan. I've enjoyed capturing the memories in a physical format, but it's not finished yet. So as I finish this sketchbook and as I mentally prepare to finish my time in Kyushu, Japan, let's chat. Let's chat about why I'm leaving and what's going on. I'm gonna split this whole video into 3 parts because I want to give this video some structure. So I'm calling this part 1, and I'll be finishing pages from 1 year ago, which is crazy. How have I not been able to keep up with my sketchbook? So in August of 2024, me and my boyfriend met his family who flew here from the UK, and we had the most wonderful holiday together. We went to many places and it was a really nice time. Then after that, we went to Nagoya to see the Ghibli park, something that had been on our bucket list for a long time. So this was great to see. And then the next page will be a trip that me and my boyfriend Will went on with our friend Katie to Osaka. We went to see Wicked on stage in Japanese, and as a big Wicked fan since I was like 10, this meant so much. Like I kind of came full circle in a way that I had not been anticipating. I felt like a teenager again watching it in London with my family. We also went to Fright Night at USJ, which was really fun. But anyway, as I chat away, that is what I will be doing. So let's start off by talking about why I'm leaving Japan. If you see me looking that way, that's where my notes are, so sorry. I don't want to forget anything in this video because it feels very important, even though it's probably not important at all. So to explain why I'm leaving Japan, I need to go back to the start and kind of retell the story. I'll try and keep it short though. So in my very first video, I explained that the reason I was moving to Japan was it was a decision that me and my long-term boyfriend Will had taken together to have an adventure. And that is exactly what we had. At the time, I wasn't so sure about it because I never saw my life going that way. But I said, you know what? Let's do it. And then so he applied for the JET program to become an ALT, an assistant language teacher in a Japanese public school, and he got the job. So that was the start of everything. And if you don't know, as a JET, you don't get to choose your location. I think you can give 3 preferences and they take it into consideration, but he was placed in the countryside, in the middle of nowhere, in Kyushu, which is very far away from what we thought we would be experiencing. I think we both thought we would be closer to Tokyo. We had nothing to complain about, and after everything, I think that it was a blessing in disguise because we got to experience a whole new side of Japan down here in Kyushu, and now I think it will stay with us for the rest of our lives. Obviously, I could only look for jobs after we found out his location because we didn't want to be at the other end of Japan to each other. So when we found out he was in Kyushu, I started job hunting. The closest jobs I could find to where he got placed were in Fukuoka City, 3 hours away. So that's number 1 reason why I'm leaving Japan. We've been in a solid relationship for well over 8 years now, and we've always been long distance, and that's something we want to change, which is very exciting. We just want to be a bit closer together in the same apartment. And then reason number 2 for why we're leaving Japan is that you can only be a JET for 3 to 5 years. Most JETs only get 3 years. So we knew the time would come when we would have to figure out what's next after my boyfriend was no longer a JET. So you may be wondering, okay, you both love your life in Kyushu, you've got a solid job in Fukuoka, why doesn't he just move to Fukuoka after his jet placement finishes? And well, we both love Fukuoka, but we're thinking it's time for a new experience together. We're very happy to close this chapter in Kyushu. I didn't think I was gonna get emotional, guys. I need to chill. So yeah, it was always on the cards that I wouldn't stay in Fukuoka forever. I feel like I'm trying to justify why we're leaving Japan, and that's not what I'm trying to get across. I've mostly uploaded these videos as a sort of video diary, stamp my time in Japan, and have video records to look back on throughout my life, however long that may be. And yeah, as someone who did a filmmaking degree, I've enjoyed making these videos and editing them. So yeah, but that is why I am leaving Japan. Yeah. There's a thunderstorm going on right now. I've just realised my mic is not attached. Well, I'm very interested to see the difference in the camera microphone and the RØDE microphone I've now put in. Yeah, anyway, way off track, hang on. Where were we? Okay, so part 2. In part 2, I'm going to be finishing pages from our Nagano skiing trip over the New Year's, which was so much fun, even though it was so expensive. And then I ran the Tokyo Marathon in March of 2025, and I got a PB, and I was so proud of myself, and I had the best time ever. Can you hear the thunder? I bet it's gonna start raining. Okay, then for Golden Week in 2025, we went on a road trip around Shikoku with our friend Katie, and it was great fun, and we made a lot of memories on that trip, so that's actually going to be 2 pages. So as I get on with the sketchbook, I wanted to talk about my thoughts and my experiences in Japan and how I'm feeling. First, I think it's really interesting to look back at my old videos and see how far I've come. When I started uploading videos to this channel before I moved to Japan, I was 22 years old. I'm now 25, and that's only 3 years, but I feel like I've grown a lot in those 3 years. I've had a lot of experiences out here that have taught me resilience and the importance of being curious about the world around you, and how important it is to really treasure each day as it is and not to wish time away, even if you're having a bad day. We lost family back at home whilst we were living in Japan, and that was kind of my worst fear in moving to Japan to start with. So when it actually happened, that felt a bit surreal, but that taught me that you really do grow through what you go through, and there's no real way through it except from through it. I didn't mean to get so deep just then, sorry. When I look back at who I was before I left Japan, I was anxious. And that's not to say I don't still get anxiety, it's just I'm a lot better at switching it off and just going. I wanted to grow as a person out here in Japan, and I think I've achieved that. I wanted to experience a new culture. I did that too. And I really think that this has thrown myself into a future that I had never expected for myself, which is really exciting. And it's really nice to think that you really do write your own story, and you can rewrite it if you don't like it. I also think that documenting this whole adventure is the best decision I could have made at the start. I'm so glad I did. Even though I could have filmed much, much more, even though I don't have tons and tons and tons of subscribers, my videos are still reaching people from all over the world, and that is so cool to see. I've got some people watching my videos and learning English from them. Some of my students watch my videos. When I think about the impact that these videos have had, although it might be small, I'm grateful that it's done something positive And I love that my videos have been able to show family what we're getting up to, and it really makes me appreciate living in this modern age, because yeah, it's really scary and there's a lot of downsides to the modern age, but I think it's pretty cool to be so in touch with people thousands of miles away. My experience in Japan has been amazing, and I would not go back and change a single thing. I've loved living here, even though sometimes it was difficult with the language barrier and cultural differences and missing home, and I think I'm gonna really miss it when we leave. A lot of things in Japan are so convenient, and the people here are so kind and thoughtful, and the pace of life makes sense to me. And that's not even to mention the nature here. All of the things you get to see, shrines and temples and mountains, and everything's so clean. So if you're watching this and wondering if you should move to Japan, I think you should do it. I'm just saying, I think you should do it. You won't regret it. Trust me. So now we have reached part 3, which is going to be the final part. In this section, I'm going to be finishing some recent memories, including a time when I went with a big group of friends big supping. We had one paddleboard between like 10 people, and we went down some rapids. It was so scary, but it was so fun. And then we went with some friends to Takachiho Gorge. Finally, I made a video probably a long time ago now where I painted Takachiho Gorge because I was about to go and see it. I can't remember why we didn't end up going like we planned to, but we finally went. We finally did it, and it was raining. Still, we had a good time. And it was nice to cross it off the bucket list. Then me and my boyfriend Will went on a food train from Fukuoka down to Yanagawa, stopping at Dazaifu to see Dazaifu Tenmangu Shrine, which is a very important shrine in the area. The sun was shining and we had a great day together. We also went to the PayPay Dome to watch the SoftBank Hawks play against Yokohama DNA, and that was very fun. That was the very first baseball game we ever went to. If you are coming to Japan and are wondering what to do, please get yourself to a baseball game. You won't regret it. It's so much fun. The entertainment is so good. Then the last trip is a very special one. Me and my boyfriend flew to Osaka for a 3-day weekend to meet our friend Trin and her boyfriend Will, and we went to a baseball game. We watched the SoftBank Hawks beat the Hanshin Tigers, which was very fun. As a Fukuoka girlie, I gotta support the Hawks. So the Hawks were on a roll in June. Both games we watched in the space of 2 weeks, they won, so we were very happy to see that. We also did the Team Labs Botanical Gardens, which I mentioned in my last sketchbook video. So thank you, Trin, for watching and going with us. We also did the Tsutenkaku slide. Tsutenkaku. I don't know how to say it, which was a slide in a tower. That was really fun. Yeah, we just had the best weekend with them, honestly. Okay, that was a lot, so let's get started. In this last part, I wanted to talk about what's next and yeah, the future. After we leave Fukuoka, we're gonna spend a few months traveling around Tokyo. Then we're going to Cambodia and Vietnam, which I'm so excited for. After a while back in the UK, me and my boyfriend are actually planning to come back to Japan, which is why I'm not super sad about leaving, because the plan is to get back as soon as we can. When we come back, we want to try living in Tokyo, because we think we're going to get a very different experience in Tokyo. And this is a very exciting step for us, because we're planning to move in together and experience some new things. So we've wanted to live in Tokyo for a long time now. That just feels like the right thing to do next. And now our heart is set on that. As this chapter in Kyushu comes to a close. A new one opens in Tokyo, and I couldn't be more excited for what is to come. I feel so sad and grateful and excited. Yeah, all at the same time. I'm quite overwhelmed, if you couldn't tell. There's quite a lot going on in my brain. If you've been following me for a while, or if you know me, you'll know that my long-term goal is to become a full-time artist one day. So I'm going to keep making art content for my YouTube channel and my Instagram when I have time. When I have time. I put too much pressure on myself, so when I have time, I will make content so that I can try to build this art future for myself. And I hope to keep working on my videos and making them better and put some of my filmmaking degree to use and just keep doing something that I'm passionate about, which is art and making videos. So the sketchbook is done. Now I can do a final sketchbook tour. This has been a long time coming. It's a big moment. Let's look at the final sketchbook. So I'm not sure if this video will be at all interesting to watch, but it feels important for me that I make this video. I've come so far with this Japan Sketchbook Diaries series. It felt wrong to me to just ditch it before the end. I wanted to make it and push myself to make it, even though I should be sorting my apartment out. This chapter of my life has been the most influential, and it really does feel like it's changed the direction of my future in the most positive way. I'm so excited for what's ahead. I want to say a big thank you for watching this video and all of my journey. There are some of you that have been watching my videos since the start. I couldn't be more grateful. I can't say thank you enough. You've helped me feel validated in what I'm doing. Every comment I've received has made me smile so much, and I've loved seeing a small community develop in the comments. So thank you, I feel so grateful. So it's a short-term goodbye. I'm not sure when my next video will be or what it will be, but I definitely will be back. And if you're interested to see what happens next in Tokyo, or you want to keep following my art, then I would love if you subscribed to my YouTube channel, because it does help me a lot. But for now, I need to focus on getting my life together and temporarily moving back to the UK and then back to Japan. So thank you for everything. I hope you all have the most beautiful day, and take care of yourself and be kind. Bye.